Hey everybody, Jesse here from DIYHomecheck.com. That's DIYHomecheck.com. I'm gonna go over attic pull-down stairs. A lot of homes have them. Sometimes they'll be in the garage or in a hallway, but most homes have attic pull-down stairs. If not, then you're just gonna have a little opening where you have to push up and get your own ladder. But just be specifically for homes with attic pull-down stairs. It could be in your closet, garage, hallway like this home. Just real quick, when you're looking at your attic pull-down stairs, just make sure that when they are closed, that it's fairly uniform in the opening, which this one is great. You'll know when it's not uniform, it'll be all offset and it'll be a big gap over here and overlapped over there or something. If that's happening, that's not good because the actual frame could have been not properly shimmed when it was installed, and now it's kind of not plumb anymore, and this frame needs to stay plumb to be sturdy. So before you even open it, just check the outside, make sure it kind of has a uniform look, and make sure it's not hanging down. Sometimes when you push them all the way up, there'll still be a big gap where the springs have kind of lost tension. If that's happened, you're really going to lose a lot of air to your attic. You don't want that. So just grab it, then make sure you carefully give it a pull. I always put my other hand up while I'm pulling it down, just to make sure nothing falls and hits me. So just give it a pull, and then after you pull, never grab the thin board right here. Always push on the larger piece board right here. Then just make sure you push it all the way down until usually you'll hear a click, kind of. If not, just make sure those two levers are fairly locked out. From this point, I always give the perimeter a check. Usually the doors don't come, and I'll also check up there around the opening. As you can see, just wood, and this is just wood. Ideally, you're going to want to see like a thin foam weather strip along here, or add it if you don't have it. This home, I'd already been up in the attic, but this home actually has a zipper-based seal, and I'll show you that zips up and stops airflow. But you still really want a little foam weather strip along here or along around there, just to prevent that airflow. So after you got it down to this point, you're simply going to grab it. Sorry, I'm trying this one-handed, and gently bring it over. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. Sorry, I didn't have my video crew today. And then just gently let it down. All right, and if it's on hardwood floor or any type of laminate, I like to put something down so it doesn't scratch the floor. So now comes the important stuff. So attic pull-down stairs can be very dangerous. For real, a lot of people are injured because of broken attic pull-down stairs, or people break them going up them, or fall, or you break your legs, arms, die, so you got to make sure that they're safe to use. All right, so the biggest thing is when it's all the way down, go ahead and give the center one a push so it kind of locks out. So when it's in all the way down position, which means it's all the way down, both legs are firmly on the floor, you want to go and you want to make sure that they've actually been cut off at a mitered angle here, so they're flush with the floor, because these come square and they'll be just you'll see it just won't be sitting flush with the floor. So you want to make sure they're flush with the floor, which these are. Then start working your way up, and you want to see these joints. This joint and this joint. There shouldn't be any big bird's mouths or gaps. They need to be locked out just like this. If these stairs were too long, it won't be able to lock out. It would be like this. Do not use the stairs. If they were too short, actually it would kind of start looking like that. So they need to lock completely out when it's down. If they don't lock out like this and these two gaps are not perfectly aligned, then the bottom needs properly trimmed. All right, after that's done, basically just go through, and there's a lot of hinges on these, and these get very loose very quick over the years. Just go through and make sure all these nuts and bolts and hinges are all tight on them. Then each tread or run usually has a bolt on each end, because there's a metal rod that runs through, and those metal rods are squeezing on both ends to keep these treads from pulling apart. So once you've done all that and you're confident that it's trimmed properly, it's locked out properly, and all this hardware is all intact, including these hinges up here, Go ahead and make your way up it. When I'm walking up it, because I go up a lot of attics, I like to step on the edges, on the ends. If you step right in the center, it's gonna be the weakest point. So I like stepping on the ends as I walk up. So then go ahead and head up, and then I stop about halfway up just so I can see what's going on. So, very important, almost all attic pull-down stairs will have this label. It usually says, caution, stair jambs must be securely fastened to ceiling joists on all 4 sides with 16D nails or 1/4 inch by 3 inch leg screws. The 1/4 inch by 3 inch leg screws line might be left off, but it says 16D nails for the past 50 years. So that's on all 4 sides. And then if you read the actual instructions down here, it also has to be through the bracket. So if you come around and I'm looking, if I'm coming around and looking, I don't see any 16D nails there. I don't see any nails or leg screws there or there. But what I do see is these right here and these screws right here and these small screws right here. These are actually green screws. Well, that's actually a drywall screw right here. But these green screws are actually treated lumber screws for like decking. And then that's actually looks like it might be a black wood screw or a drywall screw. So obviously we're improperly secured. We don't have 16D nails or a 1/4 inch by 3 inch leg screws. So if you don't see a nice 16D nail or a 1/4 inch by 3 inch leg screw on each corner, it's not properly secured. So this one needs to be resecured properly. And then also make sure that there's these 2 open holes, which at least they did fill them on this one, but these 2 open holes in these side brackets need to have fasteners, which they do, they're just the wrong fasteners. So we know this is secured wrong, super easy fix, but we'll be able to do it. There'll be a carpenter or homeowner could easily just do one at a time and put the proper fasteners in. Then I like going up a little bit further, and then it's gonna be harder to see because this one has a nice thermal insert added that zips up to block you off from the attic, which I do recommend these, but you don't have to have it. But go up here, and it's gonna be hard to see. I picked a bad one. You can see back here. Notice how the opening was a little bit bigger than the jamb. Make sure anywhere where there's fasteners that see this wood behind here, those are shims or wood blocks. All right, you want wood to wood contact, and then it can have the fastener. I'll see a lot of times these stairwell jambs are added and there's a big open gap, like right here. So there's a big open gap and there's a fastener, but there's no, you can see the green fastener, there's the wrong one, but there's no shims there or wood blocking. So if you read the extended instructions for this model, it says it wants wood shims and blocking at the connections, because you want wood to wood contact, then the fasteners. You don't want it to be suspended by the fasteners. See this one, there is a wood shim. This one, well, there's a wood shim over there, but they missed it because there's the fastener. So then up here, just make sure these springs are tight and they're not bent up. Yours might have weights, but this one's for the specific model. Make sure these springs are tight. Make sure this hinge is intact and this hardware on the hinge is all tight, which it is. And yeah, that's about it. And then make sure, you can safely traverse into the attic if need be, once you get to the top. So yeah, that's simply how you just inspect a simple attic pull down stairs. It's not a technical bulletin about how to install this unit by any means. This is basically just as a homeowner to know, what right looks like and if it's safe to use, because a lot of you will be using this for seasonal decorations going up there, storage, or this one home has heating and cooling equipment up there. You don't want the poor service techs, getting hurt when they come over to go up there. So recap real quick. When you fully extend it, it should be flush to the floor. These joints right here need to be flush. There shouldn't be any openings there. Check the hardware, all these nuts, bolts, and everything. Check the hardware. Check the fasteners at the top, that is the proper fasteners. Then check that there's blocking all the way around it, where the fasteners are secured and hopefully weather strip. So this is Jesse with DIYHomecheck.com, DIYHomecheck.com. Have a good day.